Hey there folks, and welcome back to the Let's Nostalgia for Jedi Knight 2 Dark Forces. Whatever, I'll get that title right eventually. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting experience. I'm going to attempt to do a few odds and ends that I always do for my own amusement. That little shortcut there, very good if you're planning to speedrun. If you're planning to actually get all the secrets and stuff, completely pointless. Speaking of... Actually, you know what? I'm not going to jump over the top. There is literally no point to that. So yeah. I am back from the opticians today, so if I miss anything, I can blame that, because I had God knows what squirted into my eyeballs as part of all the tests I had to go through. Well, I managed to pull this shot towards me as well as the gun. That counts as a success, I guess. But was I going to try and grab the gun before he had a chance to do that, but whatever. Life never goes exactly as you plan. Sadly, but surely true. Anyhow. So yes, I went to the opticians, get a little problem with one of my eyelids checked out. Nothing major. I have found if you're going to an optician, do not attempt to tell jokes, they do not appreciate it. When you're doing like the reading charts and things, they're testing to make sure you can tell one colour from another and all the rest of that sort of thing. So they're going red, blue, green, which is also why red and yellow aren't together anymore. They don't appreciate it, they don't get it. When you're reading small charts, you're going 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? No sense of humour whatsoever. Very dour gentleman over in the optometrists. Oh well. Never mind. We're back playing video games now. We're back in our comfort zone. Yeah. There's also one of those levels I played a lot of. Now, unlike Into the Dark Palace, or Escape from the Dark Palace, I think it was actually, I didn't replay this level because I liked it. I replayed this level because I kept fucking dying every 5 seconds. The Trandoshans with the concussion launchers.
Interesting.
Well, no counting for taste, I guess, Carl. Yeah, these chaps. Ow! Yeah, a single shot of that does massive shield damage. I think there's a little bit of... No, I might be wrong actually, but yeah, massive shield damage. Rocket launcher is an absolute godsend. I mean, you can use the concussion launcher against them once you get it. But I tend to find the rocket launcher is actually slightly better. That might just be me in the way I play, though. No, don't auto-aim! My shots are literally bending sideways here. Oh well. I think we're about equal here. Called... Ow. I'm being out-aimed by a bloody stormtrooper. What's going on? That's not canon. Well, actually it is. That was that baffles me the wrong word. Amuses me, that's what I'm going for. That line from New Hope about the precision of Imperial stormtroopers. Became sort of a running joke over the years, didn't it? They're supposed to be these super crack troopers with all the best training, obviously. Get out the way! I'm trying to blow up the barrels, but never mind. Oh well. What's one more Ugnaught dead? Just helped. Ooh, trick shot. Ricocheted off the fuel tank. I forget where I was going with this now. You know what, never mind, let's just move on. And carry on exploring the level. So yeah, as I mentioned, there's a secret in here, I know there is. Ah! There we go. Memory hasn't entirely failed me. In fact, can I get even higher by jumping off this? Probably could, but it's not going to happen. Oh well. Down here. Aha! Out of the way, son. You saw it, I had no choice. I asked nicely. But he just wouldn't move. What's a man to do?
This should come in handy.
Indeed it should, Carl. So yeah, I remember like the first 2/3, possibly more, of this level in absolutely crystal clear clarity. Thanks to all the times I played it. Where are you? All the rest? Not so much. In fact, I don't have to worry about the elevator. I can just drop off the top here. Be a bit quicker. But first, there's another secret around here. I'm sure there is. Well, I say sure. For given value, sure, anyhow. Hey, guys. Pew, 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 pew. Also apologise if my voice sounds weird at all. At the time of doing this, like I said, I've just got back. It's been kind of a long day. I'm a little bit dehydrated because it's actually been slightly warm here again and I went out. in a sweater, because when I left it was overcast, dreary, and a little bit cold. And it's been bouncing back and forth between hot and cold for most of the day. So yeah, a little bit of sweating gone on. Not the fun kind, sadly. Ah well. Well, speaking of fun, I have finally, I think I've mentioned this on this channel before, I finally got my hands on a copy of the Call of Cthulhu pen and paper role-playing game. I'll say I have. More accurately, my,
I better be careful with blaster fire.
That's fine, Kyle. Don't be such a pussy. More accurately, my little brother has gotten his hands on a copy. Now, since I am the more creative, shall we say, out of the two of us. Ow! I've ended up de facto being stuck in the role of DM, which I don't mind. Which means I'm studying rule books and story guides and stuff, trying to set up for our first attempt at one of the pre-built stories, where we gather additional players and all the rest. I did invite the lovely Miss Aberfy, but she took one look at the gigantic rulebook and declared that was far too much stuff to try and memorise for a board game. It's a shame, she is quite into board games. She's the only person I know who, here in 2019, still has shelves full of board games ready for, like, rainy day activities. Bless her. But yeah. So she wasn't interested in taking part. Yeah, well. Hey, buddy. On your lunch break? Here. Here, make it a bit more interesting for you. I cooked his lunch. And his goose. Yes. Okay. Alright, what time is it? I'm vaguely aware I need to be elsewhere in about 40 minutes. So, let's have a go. It's gonna be a busy day. Gonna be a busy day. Oh, go down, down. There we go. Trying to find where the event trigger was. Kind of the weird thing that happens after you've been playing video games for many years. You start metagaming like that. It can be quite refreshing, actually. I've started introducing my little niece to video games and such, like I introduced my cousin many years ago. This is very refreshing. Introducing someone who's completely new to the entire concept to video games, and watching how they experience it versus how an experienced video game player does. Because, like I say, there's certain things you do once you've been playing them for a while. Certain tricks of the trade and all that you look out for. You start building your gaming habits around those. Like, you know that certain things mean certain little tricks are going on. There's probably certain ways you can avoid little things. You start looking for what point in a room is likely to be the point where enemies start spawning, that sort of thing. It's really refreshing watching somebody who doesn't know any of that stuff. Just really, really is. It's like, yeah, oh. Well, that was not the jump button. That was the shoot button you just pushed. Good job, Lazo. Good job. Yeah. I can't even use the excuse I've been playing different games because I haven't. I have been playing Spider-Man for the PS4, but I finished that quite a while ago. And I've been playing this game more or less exclusively, actually, since. So I can't even use that as an excuse, sadly. Oh well. Never mind, never mind. Goodies, shields, always useful. Right. Drain the fuel. Now, it always baffled me, actually, in this game. You get this power-up that lets you do, like, the infinite shot thing here. Well, not infinite, that's wrong, but, like, the multi-shot. It only lasts for about 60 seconds at most. And by the time you can get into the next area, it's gone. Like, you physically can't get down here and into the next section where there are more enemies before the power-up wears off. I don't know if, like, it's supposed to sneak down the side, grab it, and then use that to help you take care of the turbo laser turrets. But I've never seen a need to. Just strafing back and forth and holding down fire on the E11s. Perfectly fine.
Down here.
Well, if nothing else, you'll make damn good eating for the Trojans. Trandoshans. How do words work? I mean, it's not actually a real word, but still. Slurring my pronunciations. Not good. Not good. There we are. I do think they missed a trick as well. You may have noticed if you stand like in the way of the doors as they're closing, they pause and an alarm goes off. Which is an interesting little safety feature. Considering safety features don't really exist in the Star Wars universe, it seems, a lot of the time. I'm looking at you, Feed Power Plant and Death Star walkways with no guardrails. No? Training remote. Ow. Now, I give it at least slightly a strange addition to the whole experience in my particular opinion. I mean, it's a nice little callback to New Hope, obviously. But at the same time, it's like, why would these random little training remote things with their little stingy blasters be floating around down here? And not just floating around down here, but floating in a place where a stray shot does that. Causes massive explosions. Seems like a bad idea, really, doesn't it? At least just to me. And they're not even really effective as scouts. Oh well. Suppose it's not me, it's not my place rather to question the Empire, is it? I just shoot their soldiers. Hey guys! There we are. It's fine, he couldn't have escaped anyway, it was a mercy killing. Ah, yes. Gentlemen! That took a bit longer than it should have. Yeah, I was trying to shoot the barrel that time. I promise. It wasn't murder. Oh, okay, that's... Yep, physics engine bugging out there. Notice that happens a lot on this particular port. Like, you try to do something and you're not quite standing properly on a ledge or some such, the game just freaks the fuck out. Starts throwing you all over the place. I don't recall it doing that in the original version. I mean, I could be wrong, obviously. But I don't remember that. Down. Down. There we go. Ah, training remote. Ow! That stung slightly. I do mean slightly. I think that's like, what, 5 points of shield damage, if that? It's hard to tell, because the UI is just so absolutely tiny when you're playing at this sort of resolution. But even so. There we go. And... whee! Thank you. Not sure what that... Actually, I do know what that noise was about. I take it back. That was Moavi informing me that it's finished processing the video that went up last time. Whenever that was. Yeah. Oh dear. Kind of thing when you're speaking from the future. You know? You know. Whee! You know, there's one thing I don't like about this era of game. When they put you in situations where you're, like, guaranteed to lose health or shield or something. Like that. Literally no way I could have avoided taking that damage. Which I think is kind of a shitty thing to do to a player. Right, where the hell are my there we go. Didn't quite go ow! Ow! Well, this is going ow badly. Fine, you want to do energy darts? We'll do energy darts, son. Yeah. The whole point was I was going to very, very sneakily lob grenades over the head. Over their heads, rather. But fine. We can do it this way, game, if that's what you want. And I wasted a back-to-pack when there were multiple... Ah, bloody heals. That's always the painful moment playing this style of game. Where, like, the healing items are, like, left lying around the game world. When you utilize a consumable to heal. And then find 5 seconds later, oh, there's actually a, you know, a back-to-pack, a shield recharge or whatever, just lying around in the open. Can I get up to those, maybe? Ow! What? Ow! Do you mind? I think they just burned through the shield. Ow! Okay, no. My force jump is actually now too powerful. Yeah, it's going to cause me some problems in some of the later levels, actually, isn't it? No, no, just stand here trying to repeatedly do that jump. Let's just move along, shall we? Yeah, I can definitely think some of the later levels where that's going to be an issue. If my jump is so powerful that I can't properly do stuff. That's you two dead. Although... Come on. There we go. Well, that'll get their attention if nothing else. Speaking of which, I keep forgetting that's even an option, you know. That you can, like, shoot at certain places, or cause things to detonate, and enemies will, if they haven't seen you yet, they'll go towards the noise to investigate. I keep forgetting that's even an option. Because most of the time, by the time I realise there's enemies in the area, they've already spotted me. Ow, what? Oh, where the bloody hell did you come from? Ah, probably down the ramp where I couldn't quite see you. Oh, fuck. Lizard with a rocket launcher. Which, if I ever actually do make my own band, it's going to be the name. Lizard with a rocket launcher. I mean, why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Right, up we go. No, you missed! That was literally your one and only shot, son, and you blew it. You blew it. Don't need any of those, apparently. I'm really low on shield, though. Surprisingly. Down, down, deeper and down. Why can't I activate the control panel? Okay. Not sure why I was being forced to wait there instead of just being allowed to activate the panel, but sure, fine, whatever. Down, down, deeper and down. I should actually play the original version of this as well. By which I mean the first game, Dark Forces. Which, if I remember correctly, was still running on the build engine at the time. The same engine that was made famous by Duke Nukem. You all need to get out the damn way. I'd like not to be detonated if that's all the same with you. Yep, you all deserve what you got there. To be quite frank, you know what? Idiots, idiots, idiots. Ugh, nuts. Plenty of batteries, good. Got some Duracells out of the equation. I should keep the lightsaber going a bit longer. Down, down, deeper and down. Alright, this. Yeah, this might actually be a lot trickier than it looks, purely because of the fact my forced jump is ridiculously overpowered at the moment. Because your normal jump won't get you high enough to actually land on the ledge. Okay. Ow! Fuck, ow! Well, crushed my neck and my shins. Yeah, see, the force jump didn't quite get you high enough to leap from standing, so you have to take the hit to get in. Unfortunately. Do I have any back to left? No, great, okay, so no heals forthcoming either. Yes, I'm aware I could simply backtrack to where those old back to tanks or back to packs were, but, you know, whatever. Where's the thrill? Where's the challenge? We go forwards, not backwards. Sideways, not diagonally, and always twirling, twirling, twirling towards freedom. That poorly rendered ship in the background there. Now, I remember this looking a lot more impressive. That's probably on a smaller, blurrier monitor for one. Hi! Could, anyone sell me a ticket to that ship? I have a niece on there or something, I guess. Pew 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 pew. It is like the most overused soundbite in this game, isn't it? Set your blasters on full. They're never not set on full. Not a single enemy in this game ever tries to stun you. They always go for the kill. Which makes sense. 'Cause I mean, I'm presuming Carl's personal shield would probably block stun shots. Okay, didn't actually mean to shoot that one. Thought he was an enemy. You all saw it though. He was coming right at me, holding a wrench. It was self-defense. Some goodies down on the side here, actually. Health, there we go. Always good to go into a level with full health. Although I say that. I think it's... No, it's only on the harder difficulties where it actually carries over your health, isn't it? For all the rest, it defaults you to 100-100. Max health, half shield. Which is a bit of a swizz when you've gone into a level with, you know, full shield. And it boots up and it's like, why am I down to half? What's going on? So it is appreciated when you go in at less than stellar stats. Okay, yep, that's the exit. Alright, here we go.
Oh, I better jump for it. That was a little too...
Oh, I forgot to do the turn. Ah. Oh well. There's a little... I missed a secret as well. Bugger. Where did I miss? That's going to drive me nuts now trying to figure out which one I missed. Oh well. Enjoy cutscenes. And the next episode we'll explore the ship and try and track down Pt8. Till next time, folks.